晚上好，阿杜晚上好，大家晚上好。Hello， 小峰晚上好，林人晚上好。哦，林人换手机了，觉得很负担是吗？哦，专业也换手机哦？怎么？你们现在是流行换手机吗？我已经忘记我们上次。
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course.
Wow.
What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
我只是不小心跟你对话。
Actually, perhaps another time.
会很贵吗？很贵吧，而且还是大只的，贵松松。哇，你是说月租费吗？还是分期？感谢黄子的续订，感谢黄子，2万块。我们昨天好像才
You should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
跟那个眉毛
Nothing to
那
identify,
个
for now at least.
头款2万，月付1399。哇，头款2万，月付1399，那很蛮多的。早安，很帅的帅哥。早上好，不是早上好，是晚上好。其实我这个时间是不是大家都差不多要休息？我是不是开的有点太晚了？不管，我就是这么晚开。对了，大家。YT 有上新的片哦，大家可以去看哦。好看的。
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Oh, nice to see you, my young friend. 在下面的样子。Hello， 沈亮啊，晚上好。今天开的有点晚。怎么了？
You'll never believe what I've learned.
你发现了什么？
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
其实我是认同这句话的耶。
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else.
学到其他技
References
术
to a
吗？
lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
这个让我很难选呢，他的回答让我不知道该选什么哎。可是我觉得我们应该要告诉他。
We need to tell him. He's the reason we found the book, and he deserves to know what you've learned.
You've seen how he frets about the dark arts. I promise I'll tell him when I found the relic. When I know more, I shall send an owl. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
Do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous, Sebastian meant well.
I appreciate you telling Sebastian not to keep this from me, but going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spell book.
Oh.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
这对你来说很重要，他怎么可能不继续做？他不是一个坚持的小伙子吗？啊，这样就没了吗？什么意思？他没有想要跟我说什么吗？好吧，这个任务好像就解到这里。那我们现在就没有其他任务了吗？看一下地图。又在这里，为什么我们的任务点那么喜欢在那个啊？我们任务点很喜欢在那个禁忌森林。Hello， 君莫娜，晚上好。
Slow down now. There we go.
又等待了，这个景色好美哦！你们有觉得这个景色很漂亮吗？还是你们觉得还好？
Revelio.
The more graves I fill, the more galleons I get. Won't hear me complaining.
直接下去硬干。
No more happy days for you.
Had enough?
Cynthia! Look what you've done! You punched the head. Rookwood don't go down easy. Explosion! Quite conductive, aren't we?
Become personal.
Expulsion!
I quit now while you're still alive.
Might want to look up.
Wait till Sebastian hears about this. An Ashwinder.
红色魁地奇，
Revelio.
红色魁地奇手套，深红色魁地奇手套。
I wanted this little excitement to have a job in a bank.
直接打。
Leviosa.
Oh, the anticipation! What have you done?
I hope.
Your potion days are over.
为什么？不知道为什么，有点卡卡，卡卡的，卡卡的。接下来我们要去，不知
Incendio.
道什么时候才可以破到那个。 什么时候才可以破到其他支线？那好，也就只有剩下那个主线可以破而已。哦，好可爱！
High Wing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
This way.
at all. Tread carefully.
人马耶，这
An
间法
entire
宝好看
castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the
多人
poachers?
马哦。
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
他们不打
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
in the water。他们不打那个水怪吗 ？Hello， 懒才安安。
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
哦，
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
对啊，为什么？
Pelts. Poor beasts.
这是哪一种骑手？
Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
乱喝。
Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
我如果飞到中间的话啊，竟然不能飞吗？这里，它会把我拖到水里面啊。它应该还在吃啦。异想天开的夜猫。
Anything interesting?
有的哟。
Poachers were here, all sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
不要怕，我保护你。不用害怕。
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
好的，进入帐篷。哈，所以我们要躲过所有的。 Hello， 下面面面。
Irondale's not half as tough as it sounds.
Ah. 你不会太前面吗？
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Cragcroft.
这个是要打还是不要打？其实我不是很清楚。
Perhaps I shall scout around Felcroft for something.
Tell us.
躲这里，躲这里。 我这里哈。
They know the lies and falsehoods no one's mightier and Rockwoods.
哎，那个女生嘞？
Quiet as a mouse round here.
Nothing to poach in Arrowshire except spiders. Not worth the trouble, if you ask me.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
不小心弄坏了，好吧？原来这个是这样，可以这样子用出来的哦。Hello， 哎，我刚刚有打招呼了。
Avelia.
开心，好多钱钱哦！感觉又是那种别有洞天的那一种。哎，这个我开过了，嗯。
What in Merlin's name? Are those dragons?
哇，我被关起来了！
It's a dragon fighting ring.
角尾龙大。
This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word. Given how crowded it is here, how could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
我绝对不能被发现。
Yes, a more hushed approach is likely wise.
Know you there. Don't know what Victor was thinking.
Aristotelis. Avelia.
这个很帅呢哦。Hello， 平安。这门可以开。哇！打起来！打起来！打起来！打起来！这边。
Avelia.
这边不会直接走到观众席吗？哦，不会耶。我跟洛
Have you
洛。
heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Join us.
They say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach.
Aristotelis.
那如果是很难的，你不要挡我的路啦！
come out before I find you.
Avelia.
你可以近距离看他们打架，帅哦！怎么好像有来笼络脸的，应该未来可能还是有机会的。这边不能进去，怎么好像有人在打架的声音啊？这边问到观众席。很多人呢，对啊，真的实话真的是非常的好用。
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there?
好大只哦！
They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we?
好啊，怎么做？好哦。
That's a brilliant idea, Avelia.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
先收起来。龙蛋呢？为什么走得这么慢？阿拉姆。Ellen，好久不见。干嘛拿呀？是蓝色的龙蛋。
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will
等一下，
only
等
buy
一下，
us a
我
few
吃颗
seconds.
苹果。
Let's make them count.
哦哦。
Avelia.
One foot in front of the next and quiet as can be.
Careful! That noble one is burning intact!
Don't mess it about.
You think you'll get out of here? You'll pay for that!
Let me have some! You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. Careful not to get
Coming.
You'll regret it.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
因为那是我的同类啊。
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It would be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now.
好耶，
But
达
I
成
don't
共
think we
识
should
了。
keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
在我的万应室就不会啊。
We aren't helping ourselves standing here.
在我的
Let's
万
get
应
to
室就
safety.
不
We
会
can sort this
啊。
out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
龙之守护者耶！你要走回去城堡吗？哇，他要走回去城堡耶！
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
之前有跟那个同学走过，他是真的用走的。啊，那个同学嘞？同学不见了，他走这里吗？ 哇，这边不能进去了啊！那些人全部都数光光哦，而且里面还有一些奇兽都没有被拯救诶，鹰马啊那些的奇兽，早就这样说放就放。
Rebellion.
那个晚上好像可以关一下心。
I don't trust you. I'll tell you that.
去关心。
You'll turn on us first chance you get.
Oh, 那里有个魔法扫帚的活动。
Rebellion. Knowing our meat, he's likely studied here.去看一下好了。哎，不是学校吗？嗯。看一下啊。哇，好晚了，这人是谁？是那个同学吗？
Beginner's luck, I say.
是他耶
You'll not beat me next time.
真的是他耶！教授要教我变形咒。
Rebellion.
哦，那里有个观星台，去看一下好了。看一下晚上可以把解，哎，而且还那边有个支线，去看一下。
Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark.
啊？什么？已经要白天了吗？吓死我！这要怎么用啊？这个我看不太出来耶。这样吗？ 是哎，凤凰有凤凰哦，凤凰座。
Rebellion.
我去看，看错。哎， 方了，飞错地方了。在哪里呢？我刚好画个支线在这里，后面可能有不爱做。哈哈，不爱做。在哪？刚刚骑扫帚的时候看到。不过先进教室吧，先进城堡里面，说不定就看得到了。刚好在这附近吧，是吧？哦，果然这里有一个支线，温室这边有一个支线，可以接。我来接，这什么？
My brother's doing well, thanks to you. Oh, it's you! Just the person I need.
怎么了？
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William, the one I told you about after Charms class.
Hello,
He's been cursed. He ignored my warning, and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry. How exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that weren't possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever. Especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work in charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
Why was Marmaduke's tomb cursed?
The curse is the result of an intense sibling rivalry between Granham Dale and his younger brother Marmaduke. Marmaduke was a famed herbologist, and Granham resented the attention that he received.
Sibling rivalry. Sounds as if it might run in the family.
But I would never intentionally curse my brother, not like Granham did. When their mother died, Marmaduke was given the prized family crest. Granham felt that as the eldest child, he should have been given it. Years later, when Marmaduke died, Granham stole it and cursed the tomb so that none in the Dale family could ever pay their respects.
How do you know it's safe? I don't want my feet to turn into beets as well.
Oh, but the curse only applies to Marmaduke's descendants, as my brother so aptly demonstrated. That's why I need your help. You're unrelated to my family, so the curse wouldn't affect you.
Why is your ancestor so well known?
He discovered the properties of several magical herbs and plants. He also uncovered numerous types of flora. The wizarding world owes him a great debt. His work not only impacted the discipline of herbology, but also potion making.
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries. so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough.
感觉会有那个我
Thank you for
最
your
讨
help.
厌的那
My
个
family is
僵
indebted to
尸
you.，
那个是叫僵尸嘛，就是那个会突然冒出来吓人的那个东西，非常不喜欢那个东西耶。我现在在找有没有其他支线可以解的。怎么了，大神灵喵？怎么了？怎么啦？直接赏他一个大抱抱。没事是怎样？大抱抱，biang biang biang，好像也没有其他支线可以解。可是那个龙要怎么办？先看一下主线，现在是有主线码，要解15等哦。好啊，先这个好了。走吧，大抱抱，biang biang 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 biang。
I need to find the tomb near Brockborough and place Samantha's family crest on a sarcophagus there.
Revelio.
I miss roaming.
这里我没有来过吗？这只牛为什么可以踩这么高？拉法利亚，我不小心把图奇特点会员解除掉了。哦，这是会有什么影响吗？如果说把那个不小心解除掉的话，去进人家的家族坟墓哇 ！Hello， 晚上好。布洛罗，晚上好，晚上好。啊棒！有种扑我啊，怎么样
Incendio. Infringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio.
阿发，他连牛都会对啊。上不去吗？可以。攀爬好手，阿发。
Could it be a Merlin trial?
估计之前运气好，有接收到其他会员赠送的特点。那怎么办？会有影响吗？还是你就是不确定？OK， 这不是什么很难的事情，没有关系吼，那就好。这不是什么很难的事情，看龙龙一下子就把你化解。哟，我超强的好吗？
Merlin himself would be proud.
拜托，我超猛的好不好？是不是不会念那个是索命咒？我那么少用索命咒，不然我用用看。你看我甚至没有把它摆出来。没有啊，我根本还没有学到索命咒。索命咒是这个吗
Revelio.
有学到的、啊。这喷嚏。
Revelio.
是这里吗？为什么喷嚏也可以好的？这里是哪里？这里会不会很恐怖啊？
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
他每次这么讲，我都超可怕，我都觉得超可怕。
Lumos.
干，我会怕，好暗哦！室友救命啊！我会怕，我真的会怕。
会跳出来的东西就是会跳出来。
嗯，可是我会怕。哦。
Here. Guardian Leviosa. Here.
超怕！
Leviosa. Here. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio.
准备打架。这里怎么什么时候有一个宝箱了？还有一个
Revelio.
Incendio.
我不敢，里面有个宝箱呢，要怎么开？是不是缺一个骷髅头？但我会怕，完蛋了，我会怕。这是我刚刚来的地方吗？
Revelio.
这里一定会有鬼，这里一定会有鬼，我害怕。Hello， 浩宇安安，怎么好像少了？要再往后走，可是没有后面了呀。
Revelio.
I should investigate.
干，我超怕的，可以不要这样吗？
Revelio.
可是刚刚这不是我们进来的那个入口吗？这个入口是我们进来的那个入口吗 ？Hello Happy Ending， 晚上好。对啊，这是我们进来的那个入口。超怕，我真的超怕的。另外一边，这里吗
Revelio. Revelio.
我刚刚是从哪里进来的呀？从上面分过去一点点吗？那个门为什么会放蓝光
Revelio.
是 bug 吗？快走！快走！快走！害怕！害怕！害怕！ 里面一定会有很多那个。你们就告诉我会不会有吧？是不是有
Looks rather dark in there. Never stopped me before.
没有，我很怕，我要停下脚步了。恐怖呢。有些会有哦。为什么？我真的很讨厌那个呢。室友，帮帮我！室友，你在我旁边握着我的手，给我鼓励。那你握着我的其他地方。你要保护我。就害怕的时候，你要把我的眼睛摸死。
Revelio。
哦，有小蜘蛛，我已经看到了。它会突然蹦出来吓我吗？我真的很害怕。
Oh, my feet didn't turn into beads. That's a good start.
你不要那么勇敢，我很怕。你不可以突然吓我，我会生气哦。
好啦。
我很怕耶，怎么办
？Revelio。
反正迟早都要被吓的嘛。
Revelio。
哈哈哈哈哈！那里黑黑的耶，好恐怖哦！
Should have known a herbologist would use devil's snare.
你听，耳机给你戴。你戴着耳机，我就不会怕了。我不怕。不会。
Revelio。
这样我就不会怕了。好的，我知道，我会。但我怕。
Incendio。Confringo。Revelio。
这里有雾气，你有看到吗？太浓了吧，这个雾气！不要进剧情哦！哦，没有，吓我一下。很恐怖哎！你不懂啦。这里 是，我看一下，这边跟那边是2条路，是不是？这里会下吗？很恐怖，害怕。这里好漂亮。哇，你看看这里的设计，好美哦。你会怕吗？你会怕吗？为什么？这一定有鬼！我看，这个我还好。是不是近战法是很强的，好不好？谁稀罕那些其他咒语啊？这个我比较不会怕，但那个我就会怕啊！不是，哎，这里有一个小窗户，哎，这里会有鬼吗？
Revelio.
不是鬼，是那个你知道的。
Well, Marmaduke certainly left behind more than plants.
对，我上次被那个吓到之后，我就有阴影了，你知道吗？这里我们有来过吗？
这感觉是刚刚那个地方。
是吗？
玩着跳下去这种。
好像是刚刚那个地方。不走路来。反正只有小蜘蛛而已。Hello， 海带。带呀，海。
Lumos.
这里那么多药草，应该没事。
A sarcophagus. This must be Marmaduke.
哦，是石头哎。
That should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
Revelio.
那徽章好大。啊，我知道，因为刚刚我们整个滑下来的嘛，对不对？
他为了让你有地方可以。
哦，对对对，为了让我有地方可以回去。 那个什么傻想要我死？走这吗？走这里吗？是哦。
居然不知道他在寄养什么？
怎么逼捐？为什么不太会用跑的？可是我很害怕耶，我怕他啊
Santa will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned. I certainly hope it reverses the curse.
所以，哎，又射尾的耶。这是射尾的哦，我是被骗了。
Settle yourself. I mean, you know.
确实是射尾的耶。两只一起来啦，没在怕的。可以 ，OK 的啦。哒啦啦啦哒啦啦哒哒，哈哈哈，简简单单，骑一马，飞吧。
Time to go a little quicker.
哎，这里有个宝箱。
Away.
我不是捡了吗？每次骑鹰马的时候，那音乐啊，都很激昂。你们觉得白色的鹰马比较好看，还是黑色的？我也觉得黑色。
Now that I have all my gobstones back, I'm ready to take on all challenges. Lean forward on what beer is still brewing. These things take time.
嗨，各位同学早安。今天又是骑着一马逛学校的一天哦。
They're so clever. Peeves' game's the best one ever. Can't catch Peeves. Woohoo!
好烦哦。
I've seen the boys looking very sheepish.
我来了，什么啥？
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus, just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal. No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Just a measly old troll, nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course, I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you again for what you did.
不用客气哦，你太稳土了。
Revelio.
不用客气，谁叫我又善良又可爱又美丽？
Almost fainted.
干嘛？你们不认同吗？你们不认同吗？好像有一些装备。 这个东西是什么呀？
Revelio.
哎，干嘛说那么勉强？这边怎么好像有个门啊？哦，是这里吗？
Incendio. Accio. Sendo. Arsenal.
不知道，好像不是这里吗
Revelio.
是那里没错啊，那里有个门。是这个吗？嗯？这个吗
Lumos.
Lumos 看一下好了。没有东西呢。
Revelio.
不知道哎，这边怎么会有一个图示？这是什么意思啊？我们要去找教授解主线。 卫斯理教授，我们要去图书馆。他叫我有功课就对了，有作业就对了。好的哟，先做作业哟。 第 下港之前有这个地方吗？之前有这个地方吗？我从来都没有探索过。
Rebellion.
So this is the underground harbor.
负责在1年级的小朋友的那个船只就对了。为什么我好像没有坐这个船来啊？因为我是插班生。因为我是插班生。哦，找完了。他们都要坐这个电梯一起上去吗？可是这电梯看起来超级小的耶，要怎么一次塞所有1年级的新生？还是1年级的新生其实本来就不多。
Imagine solving a riddle that I mentioned and then not telling me the answer. Practically competing with Imelda to see who's a more infuriating nosy.
自己的线索自己找好吗？就不会很难。在上面。
Book Professor Weasley asked me to find.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
Oh.
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now?
好可爱哦。
I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
好啊。
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
当然喽，身为雷文克劳的学生，我们一定是有足够的知识的。
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
金探子被发明出来之前，哪种魔法生物被用于魁地奇比赛？
The Golden Snuggery.
No. Incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named
我不知
Barbarous
道是因为学校已
Bragg.
经
Sadly,
进
they're
那个
thought to
魁
be
地奇
extinct.
比赛了，所以
Next
我不
question.
知道。
Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
茯苓剂，茯苓剂，茯苓剂是什么东西？药水，茯苓剂，应该这个吧
Felix Felicis.
Well done.
哦，我猜
Since
对
it makes
了。
the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions.
就是有点
The
像
tale of the
那
three
种禁
brothers
药那样
involves
子。
which magical artifacts?
三兄弟是谁啊？
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the
谁
largest?
知道啊？Quidditch 不就是金探子应该是普通大小，没错。博格球是什么东西？飞鬼球感觉是博格球哎。
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
是否喝下变身药水之后，是否能超越物种的限制？
True. Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I can ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
感谢爹！梅林爵士团。
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
龙龙、秘鲁、和乌克兰铁肚皮、秘鲁毒牙龙、澳洲蛋白眼，但是澳洲有什么东西都蛮大的，秘鲁吧。
The Peruvian Viper Tooth.
Brilliant! Though the Viper Tooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
食鬼和其他魔法生物杂交的意外产物。幻影猿应该不是这个吧
A Letherfold.
That's incorrect. The answer was a demiguise. While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a Letherfold?
这个吧
The Patronus Charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a Letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration? 随便选一个吧
Evangeline Orpington.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
用嘴巴生蛋的当然是这个啊。
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
尼摩伊摩伊法 尼魔法与巫术学校，我不知道啊，在雨林里面。
The Amazon rainforest.
No, Harmony is actually located on Mount Greylock. The American school was founded in the 17th century by Isolde Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
痴情水，欢心剂。
Elixir to induce euphoria.
Incorrect. The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
我准备
Give
好
me your
了。
worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
爱魔力是谁？
Beatrix Bloxham.
Incorrect. The answer was Egbert the Egregious. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when two chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a third chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
会导致怎么样子的？
Webbed feet.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Mimbless Mimbletonia.
Correct. The Mimbleless Mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The pepper-up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
提神剂源自于一般的疗药，是哪一位？谁知道啊？
Linfred of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linfred's previous work to create the pepper-up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
我没有看过这个故事啊，感觉是俄罗斯套娃的感觉。
Incorrect. The answer was a single slipper. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
雨林。
The Amazon rainforest.
No, the answer was North America. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
马形水怪，尼斯湖水
The
怪
Loch。Ness Monster.
Correct.
Ooh.
The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Ethelred the Ever-Ready.
No, the first minister was Ulick Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Very able to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
谢谢 A 的15个月，感谢 A 我们要哈 A 讲什么 ？A 讲A 生日快乐！哇 唱，我可以帮你唱一首快速版的生日快乐歌。你为什么现在才跟我讲？A1，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，祝你生日快乐，嘿嘿，祝你心想事成喽。
Revelio。
Hello， 安安，XK XK 哦，生日快乐 ！Hello， 大胖图安安，哇，大胖图也是好久不见。哎，等下我要参加变形课，喜欢最后的时候讲。Hello CAPOO， 早上好，早上，你这样子。真的是最后一刻，也没有到最后一刻啦。
I mentioned, and then not telling me the answer.
好答案不
Competing with an infuriating
Revelio。
都早安。祝你心想事成。哦，荡了一下，荡了一下。祝福你。豹猫 ，Lumos， 教授，教授，教授，教授。
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Yes, the transformation spell.
变形
But first,
咒。
I'd like you to carry out a couple of tasks which will help you to complete your field guide. Attend my transfiguration class once you've done them, and we can begin the lesson.
啊，什么意思？哦，要在白天上课哦。啊，我们要，这不就是我的那个吗？我的那个我的小精灵叫什么名字？我忘记了。
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
变成教授，哦不是，是变成一本书。
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master.
那题真的长得漂亮，
We
她眼
needn't
睛
be
好漂亮。
daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
What to do? 把教授变成一只小白兔。哦，变形咒学到了。这蝴蝶看起来有点硬硬的，这是蝴蝶吗？还是蛾？
Beautifully done.
哇，刚刚没有截图。
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
教授，我很棒棒，教授。哦，指派，等一下，教授你等一下，我先指派一下。我觉得大爆爆的威力比较强，这个也是火的，对不对？在哪？在这。阿拉花花。 教授，你要跟我说什么？
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this
怎么样？
time,
我表现
Professor.
很棒
I
吗，
did.
教授？
You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast
你怎么
is
知
an
道？
accomplishment of which you
尼
can
克
be
偷
quite
偷告
proud.
诉你哦。
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm
我跟你讲，我不
especially
只
impressed
抓
with
独
all
角
you've
兽，我
accomplished
还让他
in
们
light of the
生呢，
rumors
我
of
还
your
抓鹰马耶，
extracurricular
这样是我抓的
activities.
可多
Was your
了。
extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
他想套我话，他想套我话，他想套我话，我是截图一下，我是不会告诉你的。
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by
没错。
one law, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to
安娜
ensure
教
that
授，
you're ready
我
for
都
your
抓过
exams.
好多只独
Until
角
then,
兽了。
well
OK
done. You are dismissed.
教授我很棒。变老鼠喽！太好了，支线来了。
about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks
精
goblin.
灵语，我会啊。精灵语。怎么了？刚刚不是有 F 可以对话吗？刚刚不是有 F 可以对话的吗？怎么了？哇！讲什么？想什么？怎么大家都不讲话了？哎，精灵语。哦，对啊，是精灵语啊，刚刚。哦，现在有很多主线要我去解，蛮多主线的位置的，对吧？我们现在有我想要先去解这个龙的任务，我们要去3根扫帚。活米树有很多支线可以解。
Rebellion.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again. 这个不要，我们现在卖掉。红色礼帽没有我现在戴的厉害，这个也没有我现在戴的厉害。
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Over here.
Oh, I do hope Mary and her neighbours...
Excuse me, sir. Are you all right?
Just barely. But I don't want to trouble a student with my woes.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm not so sure. Name's Crispin Dunn, by the way. I trade in the surrounding hamlets. Do the most business in Arranshire. A lovely little hamlet. Just stunning gardens. Just the other day, the Daily Prophet ran an article on its scenic hedgerows. Actually, before I go on, I should ask, are you afraid of spiders?
Spiders don't bother me at all. You'd be impressed by how many I've dispatched lately.
Lucky you. The hamlet's overrun with the vile things, and they're acting abnormally aggressively. I'm concerned about my customers, of course, but it appears that most of the hamlet's residents fled to safety. It's my friend Mary I worry about. I haven't heard from her, and I fear she's trapped in her cottage.
Understandable. But why don't you check on her yourself?
I would, but I have a crippling fear of the eight-legged beasts, which I, unlike you, seem incapable of conquering. I don't know what to do. Can you think of anyone who can help Mary?
Why is it you can't conquer your fear of spiders?
When I was a small child, I was being tormented and chased by a group of local bullies and slid into the hollow of a tree to hide. Within moments, spiders were crawling over every inch of my body. Seemed I'd stumbled on a nest. I couldn't move, paralysed by fear of the spiders and an equally profound fear of the wizards I knew were just outside the tree. I was there for what seemed hours. I can feel their legs on me now just talking about it. Ugh.
Why didn't you ask the ministry for help?
I did. Reached out to anyone who would listen. Tried Minister Spout old Spavin himself. But evidently they have their hands full with who knows what else. It seems this little hamlet has to fend for itself.
Why are there so many spiders in Arranshire all of a sudden?
I honestly don't know. I've never seen so many spiders in all of my life. It's almost as if someone's breeding them. They've trapped the entire hamlet in webs. I was lucky to escape it all. Mary always has a way with these beasts. It's very concerning not to hear from her.
I'll try my very best, Mr. Dunn.
Please do. If you can think of anyone that may be brave enough to help, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. They'll find Arranshire southeast of Hogsmeade, just below the train station.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a port key that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Huh? 你还不知道她在哪里?
I'm sure you had your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's home wasn't the brightest idea.
我以为你已经知道。他竟然还不知道，有很多支线可以解耶。
Don't you fret, Biscuit. I shall sort something out.
Hello. Is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious moon calf, Biscuit, was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your moon calf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor Biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted, and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
是吗？等一下哦。我当然有小本本啦，开什么玩笑？只要你们有跟我讲生日，我基本上都是会把生日记在小本本上面。应该是在。当然咯，我的小本本上面记很多有的没有的东西，都是重要资讯。哦，哎，哎，我好像也不是很确定，可是他刚刚跟我说，他刚刚跑来跟我说今天是他生日，所以应该就是吧。
A moon calf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, but wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. But I've seen great depth of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
I'll keep an eye out for your moon calf, Garnuff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
I should try and rescue her.
Cookie.
Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find those poachers. Alohomora.
Alohomora. 哦，这个锁颜色是不是特别不一样？反正这个游戏的细节，就是他头上会有血。是这样随便进人家房间是没有问题的吗？
Last Clementine had you chasing butterflies all through the...
那个鬼，那个丧尸好像晚上才会出现。哦，
Hello. Is there something I can help you with?
How
do you do? I'm Saccharissa
她的头发好
Tugwood,
漂亮
and I
哦
have an exciting business proposition for you.
哇，她长得好漂
Now,
亮
it may
哦。
surprise you to learn that someone of my obvious esteemed lineage would be in business. But I only want to help the less fortunate.
她有炫泡紫色头发哎。
That's incredibly nice of you. Oh, there's more. You see, I've been experimenting with a new beauty cream. A cream that will rid our glorious school of the hideous, greasy pustules plaguing our poor pubescent classmates. But I've run out of the key ingredient, Booba-tuber pus. Booba-tubers do grow in the Forbidden Forest, however. If only I could pay someone to collect a few for me. What precisely are Booba-tubers? Disgusting things, really. Covered in protrusions. One needs to squeeze them to collect the pus. They smell simply awful and seem to move on their own. Ugh, I wouldn't go near the things if it weren't for my devotion to my classmates. How on earth did you discover that Booba-tuber pus clears one's skin? One cannot rely on spells for all appearance enhancements. The errant cast, for example, could relocate one's eyebrows entirely rather than merely thinning them. My darling and now perpetually surprised-looking neighbour discovered that on her own. Poor thing. I am convinced that beauty potions are the future. I'm forever looking for ways to make this world a more beautiful place. I suspected that if pure Booba-tuber pus could cause boils, an altered form would likely reverse such abominations. And I was correct.
I
can try and find some for you if I have the time. Marvelous. I'd go myself, but I don't want to. I only need a few Booba-tubers, but they grow wild, so you'll have to look around. Our spotty classmates are counting on you, so you mustn't tarry. Into the Forbidden Forest for Booba-tubers. I hope it's worth the risk.
希望这种事情值得冒险，是啊。看一下世界地图好了。好的，支线一个一个慢慢解掉吧。晚上刚好可以去看独角兽。
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldman, near the catacomb.
啊，我就会怕吼。你们。
They come after me.
伤害有点高。再去单挑他们。大爆爆。
Enjoy stealing immigrants, do you? Up. You must have sand running through your veins.
为什么我喝不了水啊？
Who do you think you are? I can get him!
Let's play predator and prey, shall we?
好问题耶，我也不知道哎，他刚刚是又爬上来了吗
Revelio.
？Hello， 梦之作者，晚上好。
you want to leave it at least a week before you go back to the rest of us. Throw me down. Leviosa! Leviosa!
哇，完了！哦，我没事哎。
Leviosa! I ain't keen on fights. Put me down at once.
怎么就死了
Rebellion.
主动帮变形师变形，但倒是可以帮变形师变回那个人类的样子。想去抓独角兽嘞。
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Ha ha! Time to teach someone a lesson!
不干我的事哦，不干我的事哦，我只是想要找独角兽而已哦。独角兽现在出来了吗？还没吗？有哎，出来了，但是不是色尾的独角兽，不抓。
Revelio. This is where Saccharissa said to go. Now, where are those booba tubers?
有棒棒。
Leviosa. Oh, that smells awful. Only 4 more, thank goodness. Bombarda. Stupid. Confringo. Revelio. Bombarda.
为什么大包包不能教那个
？Confringo.
泡泡。
Incendio. That's the best. Incendio.
Revelio.
你在打什么东西啊？哒哒啦哒哒哒！感谢订阅，哇，谢谢乐乐的续订。乐乐说什么？乐乐有讲话吗？乐乐，好哦，感谢乐乐的小白龙啊，昨天到齐了。好的，感谢。这边还有一个，不要跑。
Revelio.
泡泡金。不是要我进山洞里面吧？我不。32还行啦，没有很难。
Just manage. Troll.
变态。 硬掏就可以赢了啦。这是什么？水蛭之为什么我电脑有点荡荡？我有点害怕哎。真的，轻轻松松，轻轻松松不是问题。
That should do it. I'd better get back to Sakurisa now.
什么问题的啦？溜溜溜溜溜的啦，的啦。溜溜溜溜溜溜溜的啦的啦的啦。轻轻松松的啦，我抿出地图。这什么啊？哦，村民陵墓。好的，叮当晚安。哦，11点50分了呢。我觉得我们是不是？哦，我们也开了2个小时了。这是要跟谁讲话？没空，我要先去剪支线。为什么我们是孤儿嘛？从小就没有爸爸跟妈妈。我回来了，同学。
Sakurisa, I found the booba tubers you needed.
Splendid. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. May I have them?
Of course. Happy to have found them for you.
Thank you. And your payment, of course. Now I can begin perfecting my potion to save our poor pimply peers. Don't know who should be more grateful, I or our unsightly spotty classmates. One day the wizarding world will know my name, and you will have been a small part of it.
我跟新的浅浅。这个要等什么
It's not like her to forget.
哦耶！我们要去找那个龙了。哦，这个也是身为一个强大巫师，不是生日，原来就是父母双亡，也是啦。
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in Plimpies.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
他蛮聪明的耶，真的。
Well done. You certainly know what you were doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
That sounds straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No. It belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
说的也是。
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her.
Revelia.
Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
等一下哦，我先捡个东西哦。这里是地图的哪里呀？哦，这里不是地图。
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons. Thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Protego! Revelia.
哦，这边都是血耶。同样是龙蛋，它是火的耶，我是水的，要怎么生？
She doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
有棒棒，棒棒不是什么大问题。这什么？这不是那个菜吗？
Revelia.
对嘛，西方的跟东方的长不一样，没有办法帮他，没有办法，要拿这一颗胆弹回去给他啦。这是什么？史密西，你在哪里？
How charming. They keep in touch with each other.
就说长歪了。
Revelia.
什么长歪了？笑死！
There she is again. She's breathtaking. From a distance.
我们先试一下辣椒变成火气齿，什么东西？
I see the bridge wasn't spared. Good thing it's fixable.
Repair it.
Fantastic.
你是不会修哦，你很奇怪，你在后面指挥。喝水水，好的，喝水水。
Revelia.
喝了。
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her. Hebrideans love sheep.
How lucky for us.
This 不能爬吗？哦，这里，哦，这里竟然不能爬，好的。
Revelia. Watch your step.
我电脑为什么会有点卡
？Pity. She must.
Or just raring for a fight.
是紫小兽。
Revelio.
紫小兽原来长这样哦。
What was that?
What was that? 紫小兽吧。要看到我们了吗？龙龙 vs 龙龙。
Well, there's no turning back now.
你倒是
over here.
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
龙王争夺战，我还要收集物资。这边都没有什么物资哦。哦，这边是让我躲的地方。
Watch out! It's her domain.
Revelio.
So make sure we know it. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
我会攻击他。
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
等一下，那边有宝箱呢。等一下，那边是有宝箱的呢。不要，等一下就不能拿了啦。宝箱呢？
Revelio.
宝箱呢？我有看到啊。宝箱呢？哦，那里有2个耶！啊，不行不行不行！还在攻击。别乱呐！宝箱呢？扯！宝箱呢？还是那是待会的环节？好吧，看起来是该待会的环节。好。
to reason.
I normally try, but we're well off.
哦，这有蛋。
Get to that opening below her. If we can get to that, we can get to the net. Look, underneath. I think we're close. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
Revelio.
打宝箱大于打 BOSS， 记住我们要打的是龙，千万小心。哎，后面有宝箱。哎，跑太快了，不是你喽。哒哒哒哒哒哒哒哒。
Why is every bridge here broken? Now, if we just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
可是我想跟他决斗。决斗！决斗！决斗！手手要被咬掉了！啊，你看我表情好好笑。他吃了自己蛋呢。
That was brilliant! And did you see how
他吃
clever?
自己
She
蛋，
left us
对啊。
perfectly unharmed.
Creatures are a lot cleverer than most people realize.
That's what Gran always says.
可是他刚刚确实
The
是吃自己
important
的
thing
蛋
is that
啊。
we survived it. And we returned her egg.
耶，
Thank
我
you
们
for
好
doing this with
棒
me.
哦！
Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
我当然要继续啊！
I was hoping to look around for a moment,
耶，
if you don't mind.
我们可以
Take it
去
all
拿
in.
那个
I
遗漏的
suppose
宝
we
箱
could catch
了。
our breath.
Revelio.
I wonder how long she lived here, or where she'll go now.
呜呼！跳下来，跳下来！对啊，你看那故事根本客家，确实啊，这是我们客家的美德啊。可以有地图可以看吗？不行。
Revelio.
宝箱呢？是这里吧？这里不能进去，但是这里喽。哎， 能进去啦？我的宝箱嘞
？Revelio.
宝箱名就是在那个城堡里面，那可是要怎么才可以过去城堡那里呢
？Revelio.
还是这个可以爬，这个不能爬。还是那个可以爬，你看那里有宝箱，我要宝箱呢，我的宝箱。这要怎么上去啊？这要怎么过去呢？是在这没错啊，这里吗？哦，该不会是你吧？哦
，Revelio。
耶，我的宝箱，我来了！哦吼，40块钱，一个围巾，不错不错不错。在这里，好，我们可以回去了。
I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in?
No, I think I'm ready to leave if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
你看龙教授最大恐惧是什么？我差点就没有拿到那40块钱，这个确实很让人恐惧呀、1分钱我都不想要漏掉。
Read all about it.
被卡住了，同学被卡住了。好啦，我们解完龙的任务，差不多就要休息了。12点了，大家早点休息好吗？我们在我们帅气的主角站在这个上面。结束这回合，谢谢大家陪我玩这个游戏，好玩，耶！好啦，大家该休息喽，大家拜拜。谢谢仲彦，谢谢小峰，谢谢普博，谢谢乐乐。谢谢哎嘿，谢谢沉默的石头，真的我猜，这个是真的我猜。谢谢梦之奏者。哎，其实刚刚那一段好像可以剪精华吗？还是我到时候再去看一下回放好了。哇，谢谢沉默石头的小起点，感谢。谢谢朱奇没有狗了，感谢。还有谁没有跟我说晚安？40块客家龙吗？对啊，好像蛮有趣的。好啦，感谢大家，大家早点休息哦，好吗？大家拜拜，大家晚安。好的，谢谢 A1 A 晚安，普罗晚安，大家晚安，小东晚安，阿都晚安，大家晚安，好，各位晚安，各位晚安，早点休息哦。谢谢明月里晚安，谢谢浩宇辛苦了，晚安。YT 是不是延迟很久啊？